Welcome to a Chapter 2 Season 1 FPS tutorial. A few settings shall apply to console, while most settings will apply to PC. So, first thing you want to do, go to your settings. I have mine on all default. I had them on competitive settings and my own custom settings, but for the sake of this video, I put them all on default. First thing you see is up here. I would recommend having your game on full screen and having it on your native resolution. Then, if you're going for more than 60 frames per second, I would match it up to your monitor's refresh rate. But since I am just going for frames per second, I'm going to put it on unlimited for now. This part doesn't matter. I'm just going to put it on my settings that I normally play on in Fortnite. The graphics quality relies on how good your PC or laptop is. Mine is kind of up there, so it's on all epic. But for low-end machines, I would recommend going low with the 3D resolution all the way down. It should look a bit pixely, but that will improve performance on your computer. But for high-end machines, I would go for 100% 3D res, so it looks less pixelated, and with the view distance on either far or epic. Down here, I would recommend turning off VSync and turning off motion blur. Motion blur can be disabled in settings on console too. Now, allow multi-threaded rendering. I would recommend keeping this on. For this next segment, exit out of Fortnite, and then right-click on your taskbar. Go to Task Manager, and go over to Startup, and disable most of these. You can leave some enabled if it's necessary. Go over to Details, and turn off all of the processes that are running in the background, in which you don't need. Then, go to your search bar and type in background apps and turn them off. This will prevent all of these apps from running in the background, which can reduce performance. Next, you want to go to your search bar again and go to %temp% and select all, then delete. If some of these are important, I would recommend skipping. Then, go to your File Explorer. Right-click on this PC and go down to Properties. Then, go to Advanced System Settings. Then Performance. And then click on Adjust for Best Performance, and then click Apply. Now this part will be mainly for NVIDIA users. Go to your search engine and type in NVIDIA drivers. And then find your graphics card in this. Since I have an RTX 2070 Super, mine would be in the 20 series. But if you're looking for 1080, 1070, 1060, 1050, or 1030, it would be in the 10 series. These you can let the same. Then click Search. And then Download. For this step, you might need a restart for these to settle in. And then, once you restart, you should have an application called GeForce Experience. Open that up and go onto the game that you want to optimize. In this case, it's Fortnite. If you want to go for best settings, click Optimize. This will make it on all Epic settings and make it look the best. But if you want custom settings, click on the wrench and drag this over to Performance. Then click Apply. Then go to the Drivers tab and see if your drivers are up to date. After this, go to the Settings. Then turn off in-game overlay. This can reduce performance in-game. Then go to your File Explorer once more. Click on this PC and right-click on your drive. In this case, it's going to be my C drive. Click on Properties and then Disk Cleanup. Check on all of these and press OK. Then delete files. This should get rid of all extra files that are unneeded. This may take a few minutes depending on how many files there are. This part may be a bit complicated. You want to go to your search engine and type in MSI Afterburner. Once you get to the site, scroll all the way down. Down here, you should see these three. Install the one that is just MSI Afterburner. This should not take too long. Once it's done, open it, and then extract MSI Afterburner Setup 462, and then run. For this part, I would recommend automatically turning your fan speed on 100, if you don't mind a little bit of noise. Then click the check. Then go over here to the OC and the magnifying glass. This will test for overclocking capabilities. You would first want to click Test. This may take a few minutes. Once you're finished, click Scan. This will scan 4 series of things that will allow you to know how much you can overclock. It should show you how many megahertz you can add. Remember that and click the X. Now in Core Clock and Memory Clock, click and type in how many megahertz it says. Click the check. And for ease, click on the Save button and click on one of the profiles. If you live with pets that have fur, it can get trapped inside of the fans, which reduces the performance and raises the amount of heat coming off of your parts. Having an overheated CPU, GPU, or anything can be very bad for your PC or laptop. Go to your startup menu and go to Settings. Go to Gaming and then turn Game Bar off. Then go down to Game Mode and turn that on. If you do not have this option, I don't know how to turn it on for you. But while you're here, go to Graphics Settings. Then go to Browse. And go to your drive that you have Fortnite installed on. And go to Program Files, Epic Games, Fortnite, Fortnite Game, Binaries, Win64, and then click on the one that says Fortnite Client Win64 Shipping. And then press Add. Once you have it here, click on Options and set it to High Performance. Another big step for NVIDIA users is after you install the driver, right-click anywhere on your desktop and go to NVIDIA Control Panel. Then, go to Image Settings with Preview, click on this little bubble and drag it over to Performance. And click on this, use the Advanced 3D Image Settings, enable that, and click Take Me There. And then go to Program Settings, and then find Fortnite. It should be there on Add, but if you cannot find it, you can go to Browse, C Drive, Program Files, Epic Games, Fortnite, Fortnite Game, Binaries, Win64, and click on the shipping. But for these, you want to have image sharpening off, anisotropic filtering off, anti-aliasing FXAA off, anti-aliasing gamma correction off, anti-aliasing mode application controlled, CUDA GPUs, have this on your GPU, and if you have multiple GPUs then click on all of them. Low latency mode, I have this off, but I have yet to play with this yet, so I'm going to keep it off. But I would recommend trying out either on or ultra, if you want to. Multi-frame sampled AA, off. OpenGL rendering GPU, click your main GPU. Power management mode, prefer maximum performance. Shader cache, this depends if you have it on an HDD or an SSD. If you have it on a hard drive, it's off, and if you have it on an SSD, have it on. Texture filtering, anisotropic sample option on. Texture filtering, negative LOD bias, allow. Texture filtering quality, high performance. Texture filtering, trilinear optimization, off. Threaded optimization, on. Triple buffering, off. Vertical sync, off. And virtual reality pre-rendered frames, just set that on 1. And click apply. And these should apply to your game. While you're in here, you can change your resolution to your native, and if you want to push your refresh rate, you can go ahead and try that. But go down to adjust desktop size and position, and click on no scaling, and perform on GPU. Once you are done with that, I would do a reset on your PC, and then load up Fortnite, and see how many frames you get. Also, if you are in Task Manager, you can right click on Fortnite and Processes, click on Go to Details, right click on Win64 Shipping, set priority, then High. And I hope that this helped you out. For me, it didn't work too much, though it did kind of help, because I have a higher end machine. But if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, feel free to comment on if I missed anything and if I should do an overclocking tutorial. And see you next time or something. Hooray.